Can all of you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, derivatives, third question.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, it is not 0, sir, it is 4.
Which is for log 1 is 0.
No, sir, the question itself.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay, basically the question here is they wanted dy by dx at x equal to e. Okay, if I directly differentiate what is given, product rule, x into derivative of this is 1 by log x and derivative inner part is 1 by x. This into derivative of x is 1. X square derivative is 2x and y square derivative is 2y divided by dx. They wanted dy by dx at x equal to e. So I substituted e everywhere. Log e is 1 and 1 by 1 will be 1. Here log e is 1 and log 1 will be 0 in the next step. This I have to put e. But what to put in the place of y? When I put x equal to e, what is y? For that I have to do this. Directly in the original equation, I substituted x equal to e. I got y equal to plus or minus root a square, e square plus 4. But in the question they said y is positive. So that's why I took only plus part, not the negative part. So first I found when x is e, what the corresponding positive y coordinate. After differentiating, I set x equal to e and y equal to that. Then I got what is dy by dx at x equal to. Okay, I'll just continue with the multiples of 3. Come. Anybody any doubt in this? Just come and sit here. One of you can come sit here also, right? Okay, sixth question. They gave x equal to e power y plus e power y plus e power y plus e power y, so on. They want what is dy by dx. Okay, first of all, we have to simplify this. When you look at x, the definition, actually, if you look at all this, it is same as x only, because e power y plus e power y forever. So I can take this as x equal to e power y plus x. All right, because x is equal to e power y forever. So if you neglect one of them, also it is x only. When you apply log, you will get log x is equal to y plus x. So y is equal to log x minus x. That's it. Now simply differentiate. Dy by dx equal to log x derivative 1 by x and x derivative is 1. 1 minus x by x. Okay, coming to ninth question. I can differentiate this. I will get the answer. Another way is, this is a trigonometric equation. Sin xy plus cos xy equal to 1. It will have some solution. Okay. Maybe xy equal to pi by 2 is one solution. It may have some other solutions also. For example, if I send this side 1 minus cos x by sin x, I will get sin cancel that. Yeah, xy can be pi by 2 and many other things. It can be different constant, not a big deal. I can even tell 5 pi by 2. Whatever it is, xy is a constant. So now it is very easy. Apply log. You'll get log x plus log y is equal to log of some constant. Now when you differentiate, log x derivative is 1 by x, log y derivative is 1 by y, derivative of y is dy by dx equal to 0. So you'll get dy by dx is equal to, send this one this side and divide it by minus y by x. If somebody directly differentiate this, you'll get something else. You'll get cos xy minus sin xy into, what is the derivative of xy? X into derivative of y is dy by dx. Y into derivative of x is 1 is 0. Okay, now if this is 0 means we'll get x dy by dx equal to minus y and dy by dx is equal to minus y by x. Is it okay? Okay, this is parametric form. X is in terms of t and y is in terms of t, and they want to find what is dy by dx in terms of y and x. Somebody can find dx by dt, dy by dt, divide and substitute it, or you can eliminate t. How to eliminate is directly multiply them. When you multiply x into y, what happens? Square root of a power sin inverse t into a power cos inverse t. That is a power sin inverse t plus cos inverse t. This is pi by 2, right? Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. You will get square root of a power pi by 2. It is just a constant, same like this question. If you apply log, it is simply log x plus log y equal to log of a constant. Now differentiate 1 by x, 1 by y into dy by dx equal to 0. Send this one here and this to the other side. Dy by dx is equal to minus y by x. But they wanted 1 plus dy by dx whole square. 1 plus dy by dx whole square is 1 plus y square by x square. Even the next question is also like that. One is given in 2013, one is given in 2018. Almost same. If you look at 13 also, in the place of sin inverse, they give cosecant inverse and secant inverse. That's all. Okay, you can see in quite a few places, many questions are repeated. Okay, at least almost same question or similar question. All right. Okay, y is equal to secant of tan inverse x. In quite a few places, especially I think I gave a lot of questions here where the differentiation part is somewhat easy, but you have to know your inverse trigonometry thoroughly to convert this into a simpler form. Of course, this may not be difficult, but I'm talking about later on. Okay. How to convert? Actually, you can convert any inverse into any inverse. Tan inverse can be written as sin inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse, anything also. Let tan inverse x is equal to theta. Then this is going to become secant theta. Send that side. We are going to get x is equal to tan theta. Now this is theta, this is x, this is 1, this is root 1 plus x square. From this figure, what is secant theta? Hypotenuse by adjacent side, which is root 1 plus x square. Now differentiation is very easy. dy by dx. Derivative of root 1 plus x square is 1 by 2 root 1 plus x square into derivative inner part is 2x. Now they want at 1, it is 1 by 2. 1 by root 2. Okay. So you have to use inverse trigonometry to simplify this, and then after differentiation is normal. Okay, 18. F of x is equal to sine inverse 2 into 3 power x by 1 plus 9 power x they gave, I can write 3 power x whole square. When you look at this, does anybody remembering any formula in trigonometry? Yeah, sine 2 theta formula is 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan square theta. So let 3 power x is equal to tan theta. Then it becomes sine inverse 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan square theta. That is sine inverse sine 2 theta. You can cancel sine inverse and sine inverse, you'll get 2 theta. And what is theta? Tan inverse 3 power x. Okay. If you directly differentiate, it will come lengthy. Not that it will not come. You get 1 by root over 1 minus this whole square. And then derivative of this is u by v rule and all. It will complicate it. By using inverse trigonometry, I equated this to this. Now I differentiate normally. What is f dash x? Derivative of tan inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square, like that 1 by 1 plus 3 power x whole square. Into derivative of 3 power x is a power x log a, so 3 power x log 3. Now they want us to put x is equal to minus of. Of course, whether the formula is this or not, once again we have to check. Sin inverse sin 2 theta is not always 2 theta. There are cases. It can be pi minus 2 theta also. So it all depends on whether this here 3 power x, if it is between minus 1 to 1, absolutely no problem. Is it between minus 1 to 1? At minus 1 by 2, what are the values? 1 by root 3. It is between -1 to 1. Then it's okay. So when I put this 2 into 1 by 1 plus 3 power minus of whole square into 3 power minus of log 3. Okay. Now this is 1 by 3 power minus of is 1 by root 3 whole square, which is 1 by 3 into 1 by root 3 log 3. This is 4 by 3. 2 will cancel. You will get root 3 by 2 log 3. What happened to by 2 is not there. So there is no root 3 by 2, right? No, there is a 4. So there is a by 2. This is 1 by root 3 square is 1 by 3. This is 4 by 3. So we will go up. Maybe they gave log root 3 for that reason. Yes. Instead of giving log 3, this 1 by 2 they convert into log root 3. Root 3 into of log 3. Of log 3 is log root 3 because you can make it power here. So root 3 log root 3. Okay, so first thing you should be able to get to this inverse trigonometry part right, and then after differentiating, this is a small adjustment also to get. Who is Premsai here? In room number 7, Premsai, anybody is there? Absent. Yesterday came? Already everybody clear 18? Okay, next 21. Okay, 21, they want derivative of inverse function. So find inverse function and then differentiate it. F of x, they gave it as x square minus x by x square plus 2x. Here I can take x common. Here also I can take x common. X will get cancelled. How will you find inverse function? Take equal to y. Let f of x equal to y. X is equal to f inverse y. What is f of x? X minus 1 by x plus 2 is y. X minus 1 is equal to yx plus 2y. And I want to separate x, so x into 1 minus y is equal to 2y plus 1. X is 2y plus 1 by 1 minus y, but x is f inverse y. So f inverse y is 2y plus 1 by 1 minus 5. From that f inverse x is 2x plus 1 by 1 minus x. After that, you just differentiate normally. U by v rule. D by dx of f inverse x. I wrote directly, but you can apply u by v rule. You will get minus 3 by 1 minus x whole square. Can both of you come here? Both of you boys get up once. Come, take your bags. When both of you go there, you come here. Both of you, last but one bench, come to this bench. The one who is always talking, those two boys, come here. You sit there only. Every day, both of you should be here only in this bench. Anything wrong? Plus 3 is coming. 1 minus x into derivative of this is 2 minus 2x plus 1 into derivative of this is minus 1 by 1 minus x whole square. So 2 plus 1 plus 3 and minus 2x plus, yes, correct, plus 3. Yeah, plus 3. Thank you. Okay. Next two questions I am not discussing 22, 23. I'll go to 24. But finding derivative of inverse function. Here we are able to find inverse function. What if in a question I am not able to find inverse function? Still we can find. I think in mains we have only 1 or 2 questions where we can find inverse function also. But whenever you are talking about derivative of inverse function, for example, maybe I can use 22 and try to explain another method. Okay. If G is equal to F inverse, I can write G of F of X equal to X, or I can write F of G of X equal to X. Anything I can write, because F of F inverse is also X, F inverse of F of X is also X. When I differentiate this, I'll get G dash of F of X into derivative inner part is F dash X is equal to 1. So G dash of F of X is 1 by F dash X. Okay. We'll use this in some question. If I differentiate this, I'll get F dash of G of X into derivative inner part G dash X is equal to 1. So if I want G dash X, it is 1 by F dash of G of X. Okay. Maybe let me finish 23 first. In 23, let us use this. They want G dash X, where G is F inverse, and F dash X is already given as 1 by 1 plus X power 5. If F dash X is 1 by 1 plus X power 5, what is F dash of G of X? Wherever X is there, I have to write G of X. 1 by 1 plus G of X whole power 5. In the place of F dash G of X, I could write this because they mentioned in the question F dash X is equal to 1 by 1 plus X power 5. Now this will go up. I'll get 1 plus G of X whole power 5. That's it. Coming to this, in 22, I can do this also, anything is fine. In 22, I can really find inverse function if I wanted to. If I want to find, I can really find inverse function. But without that, can anybody guess in 22 for what X value F of X answer will be 7? In question number 22, for what X value F of X answer will be 7? 2. Do you know any other number also? -1 also. Yes. F of -1 is also 7. F of 2 is also 7. Yes. But I prefer 2 than -1 because in the question they said X should be greater than 1 by 2. Right. Okay. Now I'll prefer this, but not this one because -1 is not even defined. Now they want a derivative at 7. So according to this, I'll put X is equal to 2 on both sides everywhere. I'll get G dash of F of 2 is equal to 1 by F dash 2. But what is F of 2? 7. So G dash 7. Even though they asked at 7, it is our duty to understand for what X value F of X will attain 7. So that is at 2. We understood that. That's why I substituted 2 here. But how to find F dash 2? You know F of X. What is F dash X? F dash X is 2X minus 1. So based on that, it will be 2 into 2 minus 1, which is 1 by 3. So here I did not found inverse function. Okay, but still we got derivative of inverse function at a particular point. Is everybody clear? So there are only 3 questions about inverse function. I completed all of them. 21, 22, 23. Is it okay? Any doubt regarding 22 or 23? Okay, 24. They gave f of x is equal to sine of sine x. And they want us to prove something. So let us simply find f dash x, f double dash x and all. F dash x is sine of sine x derivative is cos of sine x into inner part of sine x is derivative is cos x. This is simply f dash x. They want us to find f double dash x. So let us find f double dash x. This into derivative of this. Cos of sine x into derivative of cos x is a minus sine x. This into derivative of this. Cos x into derivative of this is a minus sine of sine x into derivative of that inner part is cos x. I think now we can just substitute in the whatever they wanted, or have you got the original question again? Sine of sine x, where it is? It is here. So I can substitute f of x here. Okay. This is almost f dash x, but here into sine is there, into cos is there. Okay. So this is f of x. But they don't want f of x in the answer. Maybe in final g of x it will come. Okay. Let us simply substitute f double dash x plus tan x into f dash x. That's what they want. That is minus g of x basically. Minus g of x, or they want g of x, and what is g of x? Minus f double dash x minus tan x. Let us simply take like that directly. They wanted g of x is equal to this, and what is that? Minus. When I multiply the minus, I will get a cos of sine x into sine x plus cos square x into sine of sine x. Tan x into this. When I multiply tan here, it is sine by cos. Cos will cancel. I'll get minus. Let me write tan x as sine x by cos x into f dash x is cos of sine x into cos x. This cos and this cos got cancelled. Even this and this are also same right now. This part is same as this part. So they also got cancelled. I'll be left with only this one. That is the answer. Cos square x into sine of sine x. Nothing else. Actually, they should have written this as cos square x into f of x if they wanted. Okay. So what we done is really found f dash x, f double dash x, and substitute in the given equation, and we got it. That's it. Nothing great. Not much of logic. Just. Huh? No, I started with this, and this is a plus only. Okay. All right, 24. Okay. See, from 24 onwards, these are all second order derivatives. Everywhere d square y by dx square will be there most of the places. Not all, but at least to some extent. Okay. 25, 26, 27, all are same question with a slight change. That's all. All are same. In that 25 is more direct question relatively. 26 is also almost, but 27 we have to get it what they got. Okay. So let us see 27. 2x is equal to y power 1 by 5 plus y power minus 1 by 5. This is a quadratic equation in terms of y power 1 by 5. You can write y power 1 by 5 by 1 by y power 1 by 5 is equal to 2x. If I multiply with this, I'll get y power 1 by 5 whole square minus 2x into y power 1 by 5 plus 1 equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. Use minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. We'll get y power 1 by 5 is equal to 2x plus or minus b square 4x square minus 4 by 2. Take 4 common and cancel. We'll get y power 1 by 5 is equal to x plus root x square minus 1 or x minus root x square minus 1. You can take any one of them, same answer will come. The 10 power 5 that said y is equal to x plus root x square minus 1 whole power 5 or x minus root x square minus 1 whole power 5. Okay. So in the 25th question, they gave this directly as y. Here, first of all, you have to get that y is equal to this. But it is not over. We found only y, not dy by dx and d square by dx. Okay. When I find dy by dx now, when I differentiate, let us I'll take this. You can take any one of them. I just took this. I'll get 5 into x plus root over x square minus 1 power 4 into what is the derivative of inner part? Derivative of x is 1 and derivative of this is 1 by 2 root x square minus 1 into 2x. You have to notice two things here. One is when I take LCM, this and this will become same. I'll get x plus root over x square minus 1 whole power 4 by root x square minus 1. This is not power 4, this is power 5. Because of differentiation, power 5 became power 4 because n into x power n minus 1. But the inner part derivative, when you simplify it, what you got? X plus root x square minus 1, which is exactly same as this. That's why I got power 5 back. Okay, now two things we have to do. This is basically what we started with. So I can substitute y. And if I bring this side, my differentiation will be easier to get the answer. So I'm going to bring this here. Root x square minus 1 into dy by dx is equal to 5y. Because this numerator is y. Now differentiate product rule. Root x square minus 1 into what is the derivative of this d square y by dx square plus dy by dx. If I directly differentiate in this step, I have to apply u by v rule. But by bringing this, I'm able to get more easily than that. What is the derivative of this now? Product rule. This into derivative of this is done. This into derivative of this, root x square minus 1 derivative is 1 by 2 root x square minus 1. Derivative of the inner part is 2x equal to 5 dy by dx. 2 will cancel. Now this root square minus 1 multiply once again. Like here you brought it, bring it once again. When you bring this root x square minus 1 here, you get x square minus 1 d square y by dx square plus x dy by dx equal to this denominator go here also 5 into root x square minus 1 dy by dx. But what is root x square minus 1 into dy by dx? 5y. Substitute that. 5 into 5y, which is 25y. So first part is getting y. In the previous two questions, 25, 26, this is given almost directly. But here we have to get it by the quadratic equation part. Next is after differentiating the inner part once again, you have to realize you are getting y back and you have to bring this denominator this side. Then it is easier. Any doubt anybody has in any part of this? Okay, 30th, x is equal to 3 tan t and y is equal to 3 secant t. Okay, I can eliminate and find relation between x and y. That way I can do it. After all, y square minus x square will come 9. Or what is dy by dx? dy by dt by dx by dt. What is dy by dt? 3 secant t tan t. Derivative of secant t is that. What is this? 3 secant square t. Okay, so I got dy by dx as 3 will get cancelled, secant will cancel. Finally, sin t I got. Now both sides I want to differentiate with respect to x. D by dx of dy by dx is equal to d by dx of sin t. Okay. D by, when I differentiate with respect to x, this is d square y by dx square. Anybody want to tell what is the derivative of right side? What is d by dx of sin t? What is d by dx of sin t? T is not a constant to say 0. D by dt of sin t is cos t. What is d by dx of sin t? We are doing with respect to x, not with respect to t. Yeah, sin t derivative is cos t, but the derivative of t with respect to x is actually dt by dx. That if I bring down, I will get cos t by dx by dt. You should not forget that. This is where people can go wrong. They forget to do this. Okay. If otherwise you can do another way, from here you can get this how d by dx we can write d by dt of sin t by dx by dt also. Okay. If you call this L, dl by dx, you can write dl by dt by dx by dt. Okay, you can do like this from here, or directly sin t derivative cos t and inner part of t derivative dt by dx and this. Either way is okay. Now d square y by dx square is equal to cos t. What is dx by dt? This part 3 secant square t. That is cos cube t by 3. Anyway, what they want at pi by 4. D square y by dx square at t equal to pi by 4. That is 1 by root 2 whole cube by 3, 1 by 6 root 2. Online people, is it clear? 30th one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For online people, is the video and voice both are clear?
Yes, sir.
Please look at the next question and try it. 33. Okay, already completed 30. Okay, in 33 I can do in two ways. So in that way I want to derive this formula in 32. In 32, whatever is given is a standard formula which tells you connection between d square x by dy square and d square y by dx square both. This question almost same given in JEE advanced exam until before 2011, and after that it is given in mains exam also. How to find a relation between d square x by dy square and d square y by dx square? I can write dx by dy is equal to 1 by dy by dx, right? Now both sides differentiate with respect to y. D by dy of dx by dy equal to d by dy of 1 by dy by dx. This is d square x by dy square, second derivative with respect to y. For 1 by k or 1 by t, what is the derivative? Minus 1 by t square. So the derivative of 1 by something is minus 1 by dy by dx whole square into d by dy of this, which is dy by dx. 1 by, let us call this f of x. 1 by f of x, what is the derivative? Minus 1 by f square into derivative of this is f dash with respect to y. So minus 1 by dy by dx whole square. This with respect to x, if I do it, it would have been d square y by dx square, not with respect to y. So what to do? Right? D by dx of dy by dx by dy by dx. Right? This dx and this dx will go, this dy will come here, it is this. Instead of writing like this, you can write if you want dx by dy also. This dx will cancel, both are same. So I'll write y only. If somebody is not, let me write this first of all, dy by dx. Yeah. If somebody is not clear from here to here, what I have done, let us call this as L. dl by dy, can I write it as dl by dx by dy by dx? Is that okay? That L is this thing. That's it. Okay. Now what is this? This and this are dy by dx whole cube, and that is this proved. Minus 1 by dy by dx whole cube into d square y by dx square. Okay.